fact is that there's this peak that happens of testing time in the middle of your process, somewhere after feature completion and before release. And there's this peak of testing energy that goes into a project. And shifting left is about smoothing out that peak towards going earlier, favoring earlier in the process. Shifting right means smoothing it out so that you're going later. And to me, the interesting thing is that shifting left is not necessarily, it is necessarily about shifting the testing resources and efforts to the earlier in the cycle. Shifting right might not necessarily mean testing on the right. To me, shifting right is about gathering information post-release. Gathering information from analytics, from monitoring, from A/B testing, from any kind of signal that you can try to get that's post-release, to feed that back into the process, so that in our diagram, at least at Sauce Labs, the way we pitch it, it resembles kind of a Mobius strip. It's snake eating its tail. You right. Take feedback from a post-release process that feeds into how you are doing testing when you are developing the next feature. So the shifting right ends up feeding the shift left mechanism. I think there's some value, but limited value you can get out of testing in production. Huge value out of measuring what users are doing in production and using that to feed into how you're testing in the future for future feature development.